everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory. It's Zeke Elliott's Cowboys going up against Jordan Howard's Bears.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Our first carry now for Jordan Howard. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second down, Kaiser. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Adam Shaheen was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. And they're going to go soft on the corners. To throw is Kaiser. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Design run for their wideout. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Zeke with a shake and bake. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll run now with Ware. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. In a 3-4 defense there, and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. They run again with Ware. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolute... Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Now we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They start on the ground with Elliott. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hardy. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They go to Elliott again. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. Third down now following the run. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Normally, that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You usually want to wait to 2nd or 3rd down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Sanders has it over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Dan Williams in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They go with Howard again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They'll throw here. Kaiser. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
In motion left here, Sanders. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one, and let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Second down, Bridgewater. And Davis has it over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. Well, other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Now Elliott. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Around the NFL, they're into the 2nd quarter in the Meadowlands. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Here's Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. And the Cowboys are in the end zone for the touchdown.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
And that one will give them the lead here as we approach halftime. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Rolling to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to run him down for a loss of a yard. On 3rd down, Kaiser. And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. Second down following the run.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
Kaiser now from the 50. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
Final play of the half. Kaiser. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. Finding room at the 30. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Goes to Ware on the screen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Justin Ellis with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. On play action, it's Bridgewater. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Third and long for Bridgewater. The 20. This is brought in by Hardy. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On second down, Elliott. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Let's go.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Bailey able to knock it through. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. And it's the Steelers who've moved out in front in that ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That good for 22 and a first down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's go.
Kaiser to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Come on, let's go.
Now Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. David Irving in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll start the drive with Elliott. He spins free. And some room to maneuver. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on fourth down, a change of possession anyway.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
A lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Bridgewater now. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. A third quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. And very little issue in that one for the Redskins, opening their lead a bit further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Kaiser now, and this is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Let's go.
A second down throw now for Kaiser. Throw left side complete. It's Sims. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Leopard. Leopard. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gone.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Got him, man. It's right. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Leopard. Leopard. Over.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Flush to his right. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shift their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Glennon, he's going to go deep for Conley. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And he comes back with one complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's a foot race. 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This one taken from the 7. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Here we go now.
Now Glennon. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Conley's got it over the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards there and another first down. From the 4-yard line, it's first and goal now. They'll look to throw here. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Quincy Enunwa, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed. They definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a play fake here on first down. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Bridgewater now from the 50. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nick Kwiatkowski coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 17. Now Bridgewater. He finds Coates complete. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Throwing here, Bridgewater. Brought in by Coates. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
So 20 yards to go here on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.